There it is. There it is.
We're back, guys.
I cannot tell you the fucking fact that my stomach just jumped upon hearing the same noise and what it precedes and follows it.
It gives me trauma. Which I already have, so like, it's a little scary.
I think that me rubbing my hands together like a mantis gives you trauma. I doubt that is actually what that does. Other things might, but that's what we have things like
Nice.
safety tools and stuff for.
Also, there's that for you.
You burp better.
Thanks, I almost vomited.
Thumbs up?
Thanks.
Question mark?
Hooray.
Who wants to do the recap?
I would love to do
No fucking idea what
Hit it?
happened. How much of it is going to be wrong?
Most of
Oh,
it.
fuck, I forgot.
Yeah!
So,
I was like, oh, dude, she's so excited. Let's hear it. Oh, fuck.
we started out in the triage area. Thank you. The triage area of New Pinion.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Sylvie was talking to a vampire, being like, hey, you a vampire? And he was like, nah, I'm just here to watch a miracle. And then the little zombie dude that Cho was healing was looking at her all funny. D10 of psychic damage for that. And then the dude next to the guy was like, well, you did kill her son. Or no, after what you did to her son, can't blame her for hating you. And then they fought. Well, Sylvie fought. Cho watched. Because Cho doesn't fight. Cho is okay with civilians getting killed. And one of those enemies was a wight. Look, your character's okay with people getting killed.
No, keep going.
I'm good with a murderer,
No, just keep on going. I'm just listening.
Okay.
Giving you my whole attention.
Okay, good, because it's only getting better. Anyway.
Jeez Louise.
So, Sylvie and Cho got turned into MILFs by some sort of magic, and then they were like, oh shit, we're getting old. Cho was like, I don't like this. Sylvie was like, I look kinda hot in the mirror now. And then
I did.
they were like, we need to go, but the wight was still like, I'm turning people.
Their life force was drained, and as such, they lost years of their lives. I didn't hit them with, like, the Milfinator ray.
I'm doing the recap, thank you. So,
I love the Milfinator.
then the wight went away, and Cho was like, adios, I hope you turn more people. And Sylvie, I guess, said the same thing. So then they left. Oh, also Cho was almost hungry for human flesh. That would have been interesting. Probably will be later. And then they were like, okay, let's wander the street. And then they got approached by a circus performing girl, excuse me, who was apparently somewhat famous. We learned from the sheets. But we're all uncultured. Luigi only knows about Samson, and that's okay. But none of us recognize the circus girl, as she was named. So
Nobody knew the circus was coming in the first place.
Nobody knew the
apparently.
circus was coming to town except for Sophia. And we didn't bother to ask her name. We were just like,
Fuck this
what are
child.
you doing here? And she was like, circus, I juggle. So we were like, okay, you're in the party now. Metagaming a little bit because it's Taya. Although last time we just trusted someone for being in the party, we got Rod. So
We got Rod?
we got Rod.
We got rodded.
R-A-apostrophe-E-D. We got Rod.
Okay.
So then Joe was like, ooh, I have wings now. Let's fly on over to the Rose's Neck. And then they found
forgot.
Luigi, who was shooting a United Healthcare CEO. After he was done with that, he was sifting through some papers.
What a
at the office. And
I'm not okay.
And Circus Girl starts juggling. Cho and Luigi start talking in the hallway, talk about organizing a plan. Oh yeah, and the docks are on fire. Thank you, Brenda. Very cool. Anyway,
Watch
while we
your
were
mouth.
doing that,
Luigi.
anyway, while we were doing that, Sylvie was like, let me snoop a little bit and be a thief. And found Sophia's diary, which detailed that she had a child with Pietro, who was in the woods probably. That's what Pietro was looking for. Ooh, secret found. Except Luigi and Cho don't know that because they're still out in the hallway. Did I miss anything? I think that was it.
You threatened to throw a miner out the window.
The miner deserved it.
So
What did the miner do to deserve being thrown out the window?
Untimely juggling.
Untimely.
That
That's a
sounds like
wild statement.
pushing the law of the land.
No,
Like you
the minor deserved it is a wild statement.
That's true.
It's the second character I've had that felt that sentiment.
I just want you to know, the only note I have on your recap so far is Jesse does recap and is a fucking liar. That's in the notes for right now.
My only issue with you lying during recaps is that you forget what actually happened. So it's not like, oh, it's a tongue-in-cheek joke, ha ha ha. You're like, yup, and then this is what happened, and I'm like, no, it isn't. And then it's like a month away, and you're like, this is what actually happened, guys. I'm like, no, it's not. You're just lying.
I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but I'm convinced at least one of those things is actually just me taking a joke so far that you don't realize I'm still joking.
You forgot that Queen Bargnot hates your entire worldview.
What else was there?
There was a few other things. I'm trying to block them out.
Nice.
So many times where I'm like, it's a complicated game. I'm going to lie to you with various NPCs. Don't lie to each other. It's making it worse for you guys. I
The
don't
entire first episode I was here. That entire recap, 22 lies.
That was all true.
You counted?
No, Vega did.
Oh,
Vega got that count.
love Vega for doing that.
Vega thought that Rod didn't scream sushi after Cho murdered Connor.
Yeah. Well, with that, I'm gonna put you guys back into the Rose Neck Hotel, and we're going to be out in the hallway with Cho and Luigi as you guys wish to discuss something between the two of you.
Did we get through that?
No.
No, I found a secret.
Yeah, we.
Oh, right. We're gonna cut back to it after. What the fuck are we gonna talk about?
Did we? I don't know if we updated each other yet on what happened, so we could start there.
Oh yeah, no, like you guys haven't talked at all about why you're older.
Why a
where-
party member is missing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that quieter.
Fuck off.
Kind of appreciate the fact that Jesse's like, oh fuck, someone got it. I gotta stab right back.
Also, you
I've been on top
saw
of it tonight.
You've been on it. We're only 9 minutes in.
them walk out with Gum, and then Gum's not here.
Hey. You know
And
what?
Soleil is missing.
The first roleplay of 2025. Do you want to start it? Should I start it? How do you want to do this?
I'll start.
Let's hit it.
Okay, you can grow wings now. What?
Always good.
What? Are you... Oh, okay.
Did you
that's...
forget the? She's just running the Halo.
Okay, whatever. That's not important right now. Soleil is gone. Gum is dead. There's this thing. It's embraced. I don't know exactly what it is, but it was here. We tried to fight it, and it took Soleil.
Where?
I don't know. There are tracks outside.
She like leans back. I imagine there's like a window in the hall or something. She leans back. She's like, which direction?
Luigi at least took note of the direction, right?
No. You were looking.
Soleil got grabbed, and then you were like, dang, that sucks. Anyway, I'm gonna go into a building and not even like see if I can get like tracks or nothing. You completely abandoned Soleil.
Okay.
Go for it, yeah.
I don't know exactly where. Did I at least see the cone of 180 degrees where it went?
Are you trying to pick two cardinal directions?
Did I at least see the cone of 180 degrees, the direction that he vaguely went?
What's your intelligence?
But
Told if you went like that way or that way.
tell you what, I'll let you roll an intuition check on
Okay.
this.
How good are you in it?
This is a hard level intuition check.
Does navigate help me?
No. I gotta let you know, for a hard one, tier 1, failure with consequence.
What
Tier
about-
2 is failure, tier
What
3 is
about
success.
magic?
No.
Or no? Okay.
We're not gonna do the thing where you just start listing skills.
Why not?
Because then you'd be like, can I
My
convince
favorite
this
thing
child
to do.
to talk to me with criminal underworld?
What if it's a criminal child?
It's not. It was gum.
Okay.
Go on.
Gum looks like
So
she'd
I
stab
don't-
somebody.
I don't know what direction
She's like,
went in. Maybe Sylvie can help with that. She's a tracker.
How could she begin if she doesn't? Do you know where it happened?
Yes, I know where it happened.
Does he actually, or is he gonna forget?
Yeah, it was like outside.
Okay.
I remember the square that it was on.
Yeah, you remember where you were when this happened.
I do remember actually the map going like
You're
this.
so fucked. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
And I do remember that the Worminator went this way.
Did you remember all the dust the worm that walks also kicked up? Also, that's not the way he went. He went a different direction.
I feel like start making a new character, bud.
You completely lost Soleil. You didn't even try to, man.
Okay, I have no idea where Soleil went.
Gotta fraud. Give me 1 second and not be.
You're honest, I
I
guess.
still don't know why stand down, I'm gonna die equates to, but why?
Okay, what do you think was gonna happen if I stood down?
Let's save that for in between Soleil and Luigi.
So,
Definitely talking about that
okay.
later.
You do not know where Soleil went. You don't even know where she was taken from, at least to the point of specifics. And a child, you took gum with you, and they.
She took gum with us.
Okay, you did not stop her.
I didn't realize gum. You didn't know. You didn't stop her either. You saw her leave.
I said do not. Yeah. Okay, fair. Point being, gum is dead.
The worm thing, it killed her.
You two get to tell the parents. I am very not in mood to tell more parents that their child is dead tonight. So, anything else happen?
You can see it around you. Sophia's crew is gone.
I
They're
don't
nowhere
see-
to be found.
Struggle marks. Was there no fight?
I don't know. I got here after the fight with the worm thing was all outside.
Okay. No fight is strange considering everyone she has, but okay.
It was like looking through her papers, sifting through her office, trying to find something. I don't know what.
Okay, then we'll. Maybe Sylvia's finding it now, but. So, we came from triage. There is a wight and some others that we were taking care of. They have an ability to infect you with some sort of magical disease that makes you grow. Well, at least in my case, it felt like I wanted to hurt someone very bad and eat them.
Well, did you guys take care of them?
We could not.
Okay.
So, we now seem to have many things before us. Did you hear anything from the docs?
Did I hear anything? What?
The docs?
The docs? No. What did you?
No, we just heard the general sound of a cannon fire going off as we were walking over. But we did not hear much more in terms of detail.
I think that was Sylvie burping. Okay.
That's canon.
That is canon. My little drunk queen.
She found the book and she went, oh fuck yeah. So okay.
Wait. So where did you guys leave it?
It was following us, chasing us through Citizen Quarter. If we get back there soon, I imagine we can get rid of it. And then we can try to find Soleil. And
Also,
docs.
who's
I'm
the
going to
girl?
be so honest with you. She appeared beside me. I feared if I did not take her with us, she would wander into the street and get hurt.
Like Ra?
I don't know. You and I have seen the same amount of her.
Okay.
So,
I'm
Should
still
we, like,
juggling.
get her
that
back
night.
to her parents?
do you know where her parents are?
No, but maybe she
Okay.
does.
Let's go talk to them.
Okay.
And then fucking door. Beep.
You go inside, and the book has been sequestered away in an area I won't describe.
Okay. Yeah?
Please.
No. And also, she's juggling.
She good at it?
Okay, who are
Yeah.
you?
My name's Katarina.
Guys, we got it. We got it. We fucking got it.
Okay, Katarina, but like I didn't ask your name. Who are you?
Well, I'm with a circus.
Okay, so more specifically, what are your parents?
I don't know. My parents got separated from me.
Okay, in the citizen quarter?
I don't know where that is.
The place we found you in.
Are you from here?
No.
Where are you from?
Well,
You can't just ask people where they're from.
I'm asking.
rude.
You can't just show up
Are you still by
in the
the
middle
desk?
of a war. So, like, yeah, I'm gonna ask
Would
where
they-
she's from.
Did you happen to find anything that what did you call it? The thing you were fighting that was looking through
It
papers?
was like, you remember those worms that were like infecting people?
Did I find anything? All I can remember is can you describe what papers were on the desk again? I apologize.
Oh, yeah, you found the,
I found the secret,
yes.
but did I find anything else?
There are other papers on the desk. They are also partially eaten.
there's a paper about the circus.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's a paper about
okay.
circus, also partially eaten.
Okay.
There are some, reports about troop numbers. You recognize Grenda's handwriting on a few things, of some reports about logistics. If you look over it, there's also Luigi's handwriting on there. There's some things that he's also written. But none of these things are like,
Alarming.
no.
Okay.
They're
Just checking. I couldn't remember.
yeah, she is freshly clean and handling things.
Also, sidebar, did we ever figure out where she's from? I don't think we ever talked about that.
I think you're born and raised in the Sundered Remains. The island, island, all these islands. I think you're native. Not native to this particular one, but of islands.
Well, I'm from an island.
That's
Not
really,
this one,
that's
but
really great descriptions when we're surrounded by islands.
So okay, pause.
This is so
Apparently,
mean.
creature was looking through the desk for something. Did you
she's
find
dumb.
anything
I can.
that seemed to be?
She's pretty. She's athletic, but she's dumb. Okay.
My favorite characters.
Bimbo core. Let's go.
Sophia has the circus here. And
Okay. At least it's consistent.
which I find incredibly odd considering the fact that ships have stopped coming in, but we're gonna invite the circus to town.
Different. It's okay.
How long have you been here?
At least 2 weeks.
So
When we came, there were still ships coming in.
Does that check out?
Based upon the papers. Yeah.
Okay.
She seems to be just a circus girl that you guys have managed to find. She's got a sword on her, which might be helpful, but you're wasting moonlight. Oh, not moonlight, because it's a new moon, right? There's no light for you guys.
I don't like asking this, but it is important. Can you protect yourself right now? Okay.
I've been trained in swordplay.
This is
Not important. Not important.
okay. So, top of the hour problem. Light that we left behind in Citizen Quarter. Finding Soleil, finding Sylvia, the docks. I think Granda is at docks. I think no one is at White.
We need to go take care of that white.
Okay, let's go. Nice.
So you guys are all heading out?
Yes.
All right. Ignoring the holes that have been bored through the walls, you guys crashing in via not taking doors. You guys, I imagine you guys go down the stairs this time.
Yep.
And you guys start heading back the way you came, hoping to find the white. Do you... Luigi, do you go past where you left Gum?
Brace.
Yeah.
Brace.
Cool.
Brace.
Wait, guys, what happened?
The monster that was here killed Gum. And I guess I didn't tell you, it also took Soleil You're a tracker, right? Hopefully you can help figure out what's going on, where it went.
So real for that. You're so real.
Okay, look, we all got bad news. No one's happy here.
Okay. So, it was a giant clump of worms that was moving. I imagine those are specific, unique tracks. Maybe they're left?
If they left tracks, because if it's just clumps of worms, they can split up and leave no tracks.
Oh, was it dragging Soleil? Or picked her up?
Soleil was walking.
She was walking?
Yeah. But it was heavily like, you walk or I kill you right now.
Okay.
I'll say moving slow.
So we're looking at human tracks.
Yeah, on a
Okay.
street.
Okay.
Okay, so we can find Soleil's prints.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. In a street during a siege.
Really loving
There
this.
might be some difficulties finding. Worms do leave like little like normal earthworms will leave a little slime trail.
Okay.
But like, you can, if you want to go track down Soleil, you can, but you can't go track down Soleil and head towards the white at the same
Well,
time. Unless you want to split the party again.
I'm thinking.
No, I
we
need to get a
like,
pillow and just be able to beam it at you whenever you say that now.
I'm thinking maybe we get like a general direction right now before the tracks go colder, and then go off to take care of the white.
How long would it take you to get tracks?
Depends on what's left.
Let's take a look.
Alright. I don't think I can.
Go ahead and roll me intuition.
Can I? Hey, I'm looking it up, but
Can I do intuition plus alertness?
You've got tracking?
I do actually. I'm a liar.
Do that. Do you have medium test for this one?
Me forgetting how to play D&D
No,
for a
I
second.
feel you.
Or draw steel.
Yeah,
I didn't say anything.
That one was intentional.
That's good sound.
Ooh.
What'd I get?
19. Plus
Damn.
whatever bonuses you got.
Okay, girl. Okay.
23.
Damn.
23.
Well, it is dark out here. You can see very well with your elvish eyes, and you're pretty certain that as soon as this guy grabs Soleil... By the way, Luigi, not helpful at all with this.
No, not at all.
He
You
would love to
take...
get taken as a hostage.
You manage...
Let yourself get taken.
Yeah, you know pretty certainly where this worm is going. It seems to be heading in a straight direction, heading north. If you wanted to track this thing down, you follow it for like a bit with like your eyes and stuff, and it seems to be heading in a north direction. You're like, okay, you could very easily find that again. To the point of, if you want to find Soleil, I'm not going to have you roll for it again.
Huge.
You'll know like the area where Soleil is going to be.
Period. Okay, so with that, we're going to grind after the light.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair. No,
Sorry.
no,
Sorry.
I know where you are, though.
To
Don't
be
worry,
fair,
really.
Soleil would want you to help Grenda and the citizens
I
first.
have to help my MILF queen. Not the citizens.
You are the MILF Queen now.
No, Grenda's the MILF queen.
Anyway, we're going to the citizens' quarters.
Yes.
You guys head to the citizens' quarters. It's still dark. There is some still, but as you guys are coming to this area, there's a bit more chaos, but it seems to be dying down at least for a bit. Seems like we're getting towards the end of the night. Whatever has happened here will have happened. You guys are all feeling more weary, except for Katarina, who actually got a few hours of sleep. So she's doing better. Like, so she's operating like less hours sleep than normal, but like you're mostly fine. Oh, and you're also an elf, so probably actually good. As you guys enter into the citizens' quarter, how are you guys planning on finding the white?
Maybe go to the last place we saw them.
Should I just track?
Do you want me to help you? Because there is like assist test, and I can give you either an edge, a double edge, or I can give you a bane if I fuck up bad. You want?
Whatever. Yeah, whatever is easiest.
How would you assist with tracking?
Well, I have magic or nature. So I imagine the spell or affliction that we have probably carries something magical to it, and following it through magic, or at least getting a rough direction to point her in.
You can certainly try.
Okay. So this is intuition plus magic.
I'm gonna say reason plus magic.
Okay.
Wait, is this a montage test?
No.
No, this is the.
Smaller test.
So this is 12, 14.
Nice.
So I believe.
So she'll get an edge.
Looking.
Which is just +2, right?
Yep, you get an edge.
I'm gonna use intuition and track again.
Makes sense.
I
Those are
wanted.
so jingly.
It's so good.
Stop, please. It's gonna sound awful. I can't read them at all.
Is that a 0? So that's 10.
That's a 0. What's that?
19.
Plus 2, 21, plus your shit. Do you get a 25?
Yeah.
So do we know exactly where the white is?
Okay, so
She smells him. Sobering up.
okay. On a natural 19 or 20, it's success with reward. As such, how can I give you a reward for this? I'll just give it. Okay.
Yay.
You take some time, and you, at a certain points, you climb up to various areas and to get a little better look around and such. I'm not teleporting anymore because we don't have that ability. Yeah, shifted it in the change between the rules.
Damn.
That's all right. You got his stuff.
Don't worry, guys. I got some good stuff.
Yeah. And as you look around, you do manage to find one building.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be like, it's a bit larger, like what you would call like an apartment complex. And what immediately makes you like turn your head to it a little bit is that you recognize there are a bunch of goblins surrounding it. The goblins you knew as the Scummers. Looking all around it, and looking down on the street illuminated by a torch, you see Queen Bargnot.
Queen.
And they were discussing something.
So who?
And it feels...
I'm gonna go right over.
You're just gonna walk up?
Yeah.
I guess Joe's right beside you, because, oh, fuck.
Everyone's coming to Queen Bargnot?
Yeah. You should stand in the back, though.
There are a lot of goblins here.
They're gonna see me in the back too. I might as well go up with you.
It's like 30 plus.
If they want
Yeah.
to jump me, they'll jump me. If
They will,
I'm-
for sure.
No matter where we are.
As you are approaching, you see that like there are various like parts of this building that seem to be freshly boarded up
Yeah.
from the inside.
Good calls.
Okay.
Good calls.
So I honestly think Sylvie, as they like walk over, I'm assuming the queen immediately spots us.
She spots you, and a goblin is rolling like a barrel
Yeah.
nearby.
Sylvie
And places
kind
it
of.
right there, and the barrel's got like a wick on it.
Sylvie's not like a bower, but she'd at least like nod her head in acknowledgement, and she'd be like, "Seeing that you guys are boarding this building up,
We are not boarding it up. They have boarded it up from the inside. Some undead creature has managed to take hostage various citizens inside the building. We were hoping on finding you, specifically, Cho. They had asked for you. But failing in that, we were contemplating the efficiencies of burning it down.
we'll go in and we'll figure it out." You just can't
Very
blow me
well.
up while I'm in there.
As much as you might want to.
We can hold. If you've gone for 30 minutes or more,
Understood.
we'll check. And if we don't think you're alive, we've got to cut our losses.
Understood.
Do you know where the
Champion.
hostages are?
What do you care?
To save them.
Do you know kind of where the undead has managed to, what floor he's on? Or is it just...
2 floors. I understand this building has no basement. There's no tunnels going in. They've locked off the roof. By this time, I imagine they've captured both floors. 8 families live in there. I know at least 3 of them were inside at the time.
We'll figure it out.
If we can get people out here, would you be able to just get them away from the building?
Yes.
Do you have any wounded? I can tend to them before we go in.
We have a few wounded. It's very kind of you.
And if she doesn't...
The wight understands. If it walks out, it will be destroyed by our archery. But we understand if we go inside, it will rip us to shreds in the hallways. We are at an impasse.
And I imagine at this point Cho is healing people and...
Hence the fire jelly.
It's the fire feeling. Well, hopefully we can tip the scales in our favor. And how many people wounded? I'm not spending piety, I don't think, here, but just
No.
they're just gonna be healed.
And if you take some time, and also you are currently operating, because you guys have 2 victories, you guys are operating out of combat with 2 of your heroic resource. So if you really wanted to go, it'd be boom, 2 healed right now, haha.
Yeah.
And then you'd be oh, but wait a minute, and then it comes back. And it doesn't come back at the same rate that it does during combat, but it does come back eventually. So if you have something specific that would cost it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I guess I'm gonna go from most wounded to least wounded, and if they have anything else to talk about, I'm just doing that in the background.
What information are you looking for?
Was the white wounded? I'm
Not
sure
that we
you're...
saw.
Okay.
We
Well,
No, I'm mentally going back through and thinking if we heard it. I think we did.
you guys did heard it.
Yeah, okay.
I thought so.
Yeah. You
Might have
stabbed it.
healed?
I thought I did. Okay.
Did they take how many other in there? Did you happen to see?
They went in with over a dozen. You do not have exact numbers.
That's fair. Okay.
Those dozen might be turned by now.
No, they came in with a dozen undead?
Seems so.
You don't sound sure.
Several of them seemed undead. And 3 of them seemed better. The wight itself, the one who seemed to be in control. Pirate hat.
What was that word?
Pirate hat.
Pirate hat.
Captain hat.
They might be recently turned. In which case,
What did the pirate look like?
we could.
She will then describe the pirate that you previously slashed up. The captain.
The white
The
back
white.
at the...
Oh.
So the one we've
Yeah.
been fighting, it had a pirate hat on.
Oh,
the
I don't even
That was-
fucking remember.
That was a captain that you were do I know this captain? And you rolled, and it's this guy's not bored.
Alright.
Yeah, you were it's not yeah, that's Sophia. It's no, you would recognize.
I would have recognized.
This is a
it.
lesser captain.
Yeah.
There are lots of pirates
Yeah.
in this town, and
Well,
not
yeah.
all of them are important. Not all of them have been mentioned. I don't want to just here's the list of 100 pirate captains we have, and their ships and stuff. And you guys go great, and your eyes glaze over it.
Can you describe the floor plan again?
You're just gonna go in and whack it. 2 floors, stairs in the middle. And different houses on each side. Total of 8 families.
I'm making notes, by the way. This is not me texting.
Specifically asked for you, Cho.
I'm still,
Why?
honestly, I'm still figuring it out myself. I have ideas as to why.
Go
but-
ahead and... Do you want to make a deception?
No, so
Because
she...
you are...
So,
Okay.
so, like, from her perspective, she's like, I think it has something to do with the prophetic visions I've never had before in my life that foresaw her with a bone arm, and that didn't happen. So I don't know if everything happened in it. So she's, like, working with...
Yes, Taya.
Question:
Yes.
If Cho is going to try and figure out, I have a perk that can help.
Ooh, what's the perk?
It's harmonizer. So once during a negotiation, when an ally makes an argument, you can play music to give them an edge on their test.
Is this a negotiation?
This is not negotiation. This is just discussing.
Yeah.
Negotiations could happen later, though.
Negotiations are actually really cool.
I tried.
You did, and I appreciate it.
Keep that in mind, though.
That's a surprise skill that'll help us later. Fuck, what was the last thing Barnock said?
Why did I ask for you?
That's it.
Yeah.
I think their commander has a problem with me and blames me for something that happened.
How?
I don't. I had visions of things that happened. I am a Vilmater. We kind of take blame for many things.
It does not make sense.
You're with me
She's
now!
like-
I don't understand a lot. I'm figuring it out, and
You don't seem very confident in this belief of yours.
in
We've had a lot of trying situations lately.
Alright.
how about we go inside and see if we can't get rid of this wight?
Go ahead.
And just to confirm, they wanted me to go inside, and then they would let the people go? Or what was their demand?
They wanted you, but they didn't say anything else about anyone else. I've not sent my people in.
Good choice.
What did they say regarding Joe?
They wanted Cho.
That was it, verbatim?
What was verbatim? Like, the goblin comes up like, something about they wanted Cho to come in alive, and how they were to be taken, or else the person there would kill the rest of the hostages. That's as best as I remember. He's like, thank you.
Thank you. Well, then, and she, like, partially turns to the whole party, including Bargna, because she's definitely part of this conversation. I can go in first.
You're not.
No, you'll die.
Let me finish my thought before we predict my death, because yes, if I went in alone, correct. However, I walk in so that way they don't kill the hostages, and you all are following me out of sight.
Well, I appreciate the thought. That thing attacked us in the citizens' corner. You're not walking in first.
What do you want to talk to it?
I want to make it so it doesn't immediately kill its hostages.
They're
upon
not going
seeing-
to. I'll come in saying I have you. You'll be there.
And
Yeah. You're
How-
taller than all of us. They're gonna see you.
so this is not a question of me sneaking in. This is a question of how we get in without them immediately going, oh, we're going to get killed by group. Let us kill hostages.
We won't draw our swords immediately.
Yes, Katarina. Also, what are you doing here with the member of the circus?
We found her.
Okay.
If
Okay.
That's just kind of how it's gonna be. I mean,
She asked the question, she got an answer? Alright.
if it helps, I can come in with you, but I'm pretty good at hiding and staying out of sight.
so what if you two follow quietly, and you can take me in, because I don't think she's looking directly at the heavy armor you're wearing. You're sneaking anywhere.
No. How does me taking you in help, though?
Hey, we have the giant knoll that you wanted. Now you can begin. We can trade her for hostages, and then these two are waiting nearby. So that way, when the hostages aren't immediately at risk of getting killed, we go.
Okay, so I'm gonna act like I'm turning you in.
Yes.
Okay.
Questions? Better plan? No. Do you know what windows are still open, if any?
No windows are still open. You wish to talk? I would knock on the front door.
Okay. Do you guys actually have a better plan? Because I'm shooting from the fucking hip here.
Let's go
No,
for
I
it.
mean, I think if anything, we could hide. But I don't think they're gonna kill them immediately.
Fair.
You are part god, basically.
I do like that plan.
But I do like the plan, yeah.
So with that said, are we good?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Cool. And Luigi will knock on the door.
Okay, so are you guys going up together? Or are you guys going up and splitting the party?
I would imagine you guys could pull like a.
You guys can be behind.
Yeah,
you know?
like just out of sight of the door.
Yeah.
Just,
So we're not splitting the party, but
Yeah, they're
We're
like
hiding
lines of
half
sight.
of the
they're
party.
within arm distance.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
I don't know if it was
We're hiding half of the party.
half the party goes, the other half the party's like, dang.
You guys can
What's up, Queen
sneak in,
Bargnut?
No, she don't want to hang out with
is she
me.
standing on a barrel, by the way, to be like a little taller?
No,
No.
she's just short,
Huge.
and she's just fine with it.
Short.
Huge. Real! That's the descriptor of her!
Queen Bargnut.
I feel like
Bargnut.
we could conceivably I'm sure I could hide behind Luigi fairly decently. I feel like
We
Cho
are
is
the
tall enough
Biggest people of the
to
party.
cover.
You
Yeah.
could certainly try.
I don't trust that
That
sound.
tone definitely
I don't like
applies.
that tone.
You,
I don't want to be responsible for you.
Okay, so Luigi knocks on the door.
Listen, if we go.
All right. You knock on the
track
door. What do you
record of
say?
keeping kids alive.
Okay.
I hear you're looking for the prophet.
Here's some scuffling behind the door. Have you brought it to us?
I have. What do you have for me?
We have 5 families here.
Hostages?
Yeah.
If I give you the prophet, you let them go?
Let's talk. And you hear some scraping of furniture moving, and you guys can't see it, but there's definitely things being moved away from it,
Yeah.
cupboards and whatnot that were plugged up against the door. Count to 30 and then come in.
1.
I have my sea turtle watch, so I'm
You
just
do?
gonna wait for 30 seconds on there. What
The
time?
sea turtle.
What time is it? Because Queen Bargnut also said 30 minutes.
Oh, it's 5, 20 a.m.
5:20. Okay, so we have till 5:50 if we do go in there. Okay.
And they still said they'll check to see if we're alive. So I assume if they hear scuffling, they're like, we'll give them another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, 30 seconds go by. You guys walk in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You guys walk in and you find yourself in the middle of 4, in the middle of this apartment complex. There's 4 buildings, 4 doors to the various different apartments in here, and stairs going up. And you imagine there's probably the same thing on the second floor. I'll draw it in a minute. Don't worry.
Oh.
You said
If
5
we
families,
need
right?
it.
Yes.
He said 5 families.
5 families.
Bargnut said 8.
Max of 8, at least 3.
Okay.
So, you walk in and you see there is the wight there, but the wight is on the far back, and there are hostages, and then in front of the hostages there are freshly turned zombies, and then there are the 2 better zombies flanking the wight. There's quite a few zombies in here, and you also see as you look in through the doors, there are undead and there are hostages in each of them. To the point of 1 wight, 2 better zombies, and you see over 15 other zombies.
How many hostages?
Hostages?
Yeah. Living people?
There are 10 in this room, but there could be more in other rooms.
Okay.
Let them go.
I will also say this for you guys above board. If you manage to get all of the hostages out with no casualties, I'll give you another victory point.
So for both gameplay purposes and just general vibe check, is this a negotiation?
We are now entering into a negotiation.
Okay.
Now,
I'm
some
gonna
of you
pull up
guys
the rules.
don't know what that means. That's okay. Review the rules. Totally fine. So, and I will also, I don't know if I will do this continually, but for this negotiation, I'm going to tell you the interest and patience scores of our white pirate captain.
Okay.
So, patience is essentially how many times can you mess up. Patience of 2.
Okay.
Interest is how much they want to deal with you and work with you. Also, interest of 2. A level 2 interest would be. One moment.
Are you like the attitude?
Level 2 interest is no but. So for instance, like, I want you to let the hostages go. No, but I won't kill them all and turn them into zombies right now. Yes, your hand is raised.
So my renown is 0, but with pirates it's 2. And since he's a pirate, does that mean that it's 2 within the situation?
Yes.
Per.
Your renown is also 2. And that does give you stuff for this.
Mine is 1.
Yours is 1, which doesn't help right now. The pirates, the white level is also 1. As such, yours renown's higher, so I'll give you some stuff.
Period.
You over there, Katarina, are famous. Tim, do you all walk in, or some of you guys staying outside?
No, I'm
No,
going
we're all
in.
going in.
They're
Yeah,
going
I
in.
think we're gonna need everyone for the negotiation.
So the negotiation starts, and the pirate captain looks and goes, "Hello, Cho of..." Is that Katarina? And like you see, like genuinely throws him off. It's like, is that Katarina of Circus Fantasia? Okay.
Sylvie's like, what the fuck is
I
happening?
like bounty hunter. 4th person.
Soldier of Samson.
Gross.
Gross.
So I will let you know you are famous to this captain in a very like niche celebrity kind of way.
Like, this is his favorite, like, theater kid type of thing?
Like, imagine you came to a hostage, like, I'm gonna do a hostage negotiation situation, and it's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna call this person in, you deal with this, and then you're like, all right, and then a team walks in, and they have Hatsune Miku, and it's
Who's
like,
going to be on Fortnite?
She
oh,
is.
okay. It's like, all right, wasn't within this guy's plan, but he's gonna deal with it. He's gonna roll with it. As such, you are famous. If I can pull out the rules for this. Where the frick is this?
What are you looking for?
Yeah, there we go. As famous, you get an edge on tests to lead or persuade.
And I have both of those.
He also, you have a renown of 2. He doesn't like you though. You stabbed him.
Yeah.
As such, you are infamous. You get an edge on tests to brag, interrogate, or intimidate.
This is actually very helpful.
Brag, intimidate, and what?
Interrogate.
And interrogate?
Yeah. So there are things that you are trying. You're going to be making arguments for what you want and why they should give it to you, and it's going to be a back and forth. The white has things called motivations. These are things that make the wight do things.
I get an edge on discovering motivations in negotiation.
Very good.
That's actually huge.
Discovering motivations is fantastic because that can really help you. Rolling without the motivation is difficult to increase the interest of the enemy or the person you're negotiating with. But luckily, you've got that. There are motivations, and then there are pitfalls. Pitfalls are like, I make this argument, but I touched upon one of their pitfalls, and as such, you don't even roll, you just fail. The interest and patience go down by 1.
Okay.
If the patience ever hits 0, discussions are over. You either take the offer on the table or you leave it. And at any point, especially with this situation, you guys can just go, this isn't working. I draw steel.
Her.
So if you guys don't like doing this and just want to potentially lose some hostages, you guys can do that.
We'll try to get them all.
So if we negotiate all of the hostages, we get 2 victories?
Yeah. Well, you 2
Victory
victories. If you get
royales.
all the hostages out, and then if you want to, then be like, all right, cool, all the hostages are out. Now we're murdering all of you. It's like, you could try to do that. You might have to lie, though.
Yeah.
If they
we
catch
got the
you,
fire jelly.
you could do that, yeah. But that might be the whole idea of lying, yeah. But
So, for you specifically,
Yes.
this would be the uncovering motivations role and how it works.
Okay.
Plus, I also have that perk that I
Yes,
can use
so-
once.
If you want to open up the rule book,
You're
I'll
good.
actually
Look up
shoot
the
you
rules.
to the page that has all this shit. Because
Yeah.
if we have like motivation, like something we can actually like chip at, and they give examples of them, which like for instance, I don't know if this is what it is, but for instance, I could see one being freedom for this guy. So if you appeal to like, I know you want to get out of here alive. If you give us hostages, it shows that you're willing to work with us, and we can work on maybe getting some of your people out, or making like a way for you to get out.
And that doesn't work.
Then you can intimidate him. But
You just intimidate him and stab him.
so intimidation
potentially.
can work, but it works with like a star next to it because like it might move interest up 1 because like, oh fuck, I don't want to die. But I think it also always moves patience down 1 because it's like, oh.
Generally, yeah. So, like, rolling with the motivation, like you're appealing to motivation, tier 1, patience decreases by 1. Tier 2, interest increases by 1, so you get a better thing, and their patience decreases by 1, which means you can't make another argument. Tier 3, interest decreases by 1, patience doesn't change. It means you can keep making arguments.
Okay.
You can't make another argument for that same motivation, though. So you use that motivation, you can't be like, hey, you over there, benevolence, like, you don't want to do the right thing here, right, bud? You want to let them go? And it's like, no.
So you can only play on one motivation at
Yes.
once with one test.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can roll without a motivation, but tier 1, patience decreases by 1, and their interest decreases by 1.
Okay.
Tier 2, patience decreases by 1. Tier 3, interest increases by 1, and their patience decreases by 1. So if you roll without one, their patience is always going to go down.
Okay.
And as a note, if you make a really well, if you roleplay well or make a good argument, he cannot say that's tier 3.
Yeah.
Like you did fucking.
It's
yeah.
like, yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, I agree. Actually, this guy doesn't want to kill these hostages at all. Like,
So, how do we win in relation to these numbers?
so what's going to happen is that we'll actually do this in the thing. You guys walk in, and the wight says, like, I'll give you the hostages, but you leave Cho. And then you be like, I don't want to do that. I want a better outcome than leaving Cho. You know? So you'd make an argument like, you guys would make up an argument to be like, actually, don't you remember you and Cho were best friends? I'm gonna appeal to your benevolence. You guys grew up together. Come on, man. Didn't actually happen, but I'm not trying to tell you what to do for your first roll. Then I go, oh, okay, cool. If that's one of my motivations of my benevolence, I would have you roll on that table. If it's not, roll the other table. If it's actually like, nah, man, I freaking hate Cho. Regardless, I hate Cho all the time. Pitfall, you automatically lose one of each.
Okay.
So, long story made short, figuring out motivations we can use that and it'll give us a good roll.
Right.
If you figure out a pitfall, which I don't know if you can
Which
actually.
I get edge on discovering motivations. Does that count for pitfalls too, or just
Pitfalls are different.
That's what I thought.
Pitfalls are still good to discover, and you can still do that. There's not like everyone goes around and takes one turn. It's like you guys discuss above table, and you guys discuss like in game of like what we're going to negotiate for.
Okay.
At any point, this is too complicated, and you're like, frick it, Collin, I'm just gonna stab this guy. Just go stab the guy.
I will most likely get
Okay.
to that point very fast, guys.
So
Learning is a virtue.
then the
The stink eye that you have.
and for my own sake, it is every NPC has one motivation, or do they have two and two pitfalls?
They have at least one motivation. There's no
Okay.
limit to the number of motivations that an NPC can
But
have.
you can only appeal to each motivation once
Yes.
in a negotiation. Oh, okay.
In the effort of making this easy for you guys, I will let you guys know this wight captain has 4 motivations.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't know what they are.
Okay.
And, because I'm a benevolent GM, 2 pitfalls.
Okay. 2 pits. Everyone's taking notes. This is actually very fun.
So you guys can puzzle this guy out, you can talk to him, and he'll respond back in various ways.
Damn. Really?
Wow.
I don't know how much of this whole process I understand, but I will do my best.
This is
I just don't know what I'm confused on. I just don't think I
It'll
fully
probably be
understand.
easier for you once we like get going.
Yeah,
So,
but I want it to be honest.
we're ready to set the scene and get into it?
Quick
Yeah.
question. Assisting tests, is that applicable here in any form? Or is that kind of like, oh, okay, so like if he wanted to do like, I want to figure out the motivation, one of the motivations, could I just say, I want to help and make that test and then I roll? Or do you want me to try to role play it out? Or
It's going to be role play. All right, I want to roll this for that role play. Great, go for it. And then like I'll respond to that and like be like you'll say your thing, and then be like, all right, cool. Ideally with in character, it kind of helps with character voices to differentiate between like your character's voices and your voices. But only Cini has that. The idea of like I'll say this, and I'm going to try to appeal to this. I go, okay, cool. And then you roll, and then we see what the result is, and then I will role play back using
Okay.
the result that you rolled there.
okay, solid. So it's like you can say, I'd like to say this, and if you say sure, and if everyone's like, yeah, that's a good plan, then it's okay, cool.
My headcanon is that the wight just explains the
He took him and he's like, all right, listen, here's how we're gonna do this.
It's like that JRPG bubble pierce. Now, kids, this is how you do negotiations. It's pretty easy to figure out.
So,
That's exactly what's happening.
with that being said, above the table, how do I want to do this? Because I feel like one of the motivations might be freedom from not death,
I
but
think I should go first to get the motivation.
okay. But if we do that, we're really banking on like no patience with this guy.
Well,
I'm willing to bet, not in game, obviously, this is above table. Vengeance is also one of the motivations.
I feel like
They're calling you out specifically.
Yeah, but that's kind of from their boss. I don't know if that's his personal one. You know what I mean? Like his boss wants me dead, but he did say that he gets it, so maybe he does.
What a pussy following directions.
So
Following orders. Loser.
Okay, you love following orders from a woman, so I'm not gonna take that from my cool white guy who's a pirate captain.
you know,
Weird
we,
sentence.
we could just genuinely ask,
You're weird.
as it says in
You're
Uncovered
weird. Yeah.
Motivations,
What
do
do you
you want? Like,
I-
if we get that, we can have a pretty good idea.
is everyone cool with me starting like that?
So what we're gonna have, I'm gonna set the scene, and then you guys are going to try to uncover a motivation and do that. Totally
Okay.
cool. You guys, these doors open. It's dimly lit. You see this undead group before you. They're that's kind of spookier music. Why not?
Add some tension.
Oh,
yeah.
wait. This has nothing to do with negotiation after we just talked about
Mm-hmm.
it for like 10 minutes. How do we feel about just saying, yeah, you can have Cho, and then he lets all the hostages free, then we break in and it becomes a Cho rescue mission instead of a hostage
So
situation?
I will, before I answer that, did the corruption Stacks
that's
never
gonna go
away.
so bad.
That's gonna go away.
Okay,
That is
so
Hostages could get out.
I will say we have one danger, which is that Cho is
Non-defending.
one stack of their like unique mechanic away from. Yeah, blue. I almost said my online name. Yeah, Jess can't control her character anymore. I'm doing it. The DM, and she's going to bite and kill everything near her to eat.
Does that no
So
affect me
I.
differently? Like
I'm
okay.
warning you that.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that Cho would do it, but she'd be apprehensive for that reason.
Right.
So if we get to that point where it's like Cho and the hostages go, I can accept that Cho will probably need to be cured. Do you think you can cure Cho?
Right now with my kit, no. That's a downtime activity to cure you, I think.
Would you be able to restrain her?
Restrain her? I got 2 might. Think that's enough?
You might be able to
I have more
like.
might
Do
than
you?
Cho.
The idea of like, I imagine you guys do talk at it like before you guys go in.
Yeah.
The idea of like, all right, we gotta get these hostages out. And then Cho's doing the Ilmater thing of like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself. That's what this is.
She's like, if that is the only way, absolutely. But I also don't want to make it, well, in the sake of speeding along, because I do see we don't have a lot of time, I don't know how long this will take.
It might be a negotiation this session, and then
Beef in next.
potential combat next.
Okay.
Straight beef.
She would just explain that, essentially.
Okay.
But I did hear hard veto already.
Yeah, I feel like that plan's not terrible.
Let's do this in character.
Okay.
The plan of.
Is
Cho's-
this before we go in then?
Yeah.
I imagine like there's no zombies near us, so we can actually chat.
Yeah.
They just disappear.
Yeah.
Well, the scummers are going to hear you, but like I don't know how much you care about Queen Bargnot finding out that the prophet of the god of self-sacrifice is like, yo guys, I think I should self-sacrifice myself.
No way.
It's like, yeah, man, and like Luigi does push-ups. So this isn't like convincing. Like we already knew that.
So Luigi, I assume, brings up that plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like rescuing you from in there is going to be a whole lot easier than getting however many hostages they have if we
Oh.
trick them into.
I'm not fighting that. I am just telling you to make an informed choice. I don't know what I will be like. I don't want to be like that. It goes against everything I am to be what they want to make whatever this build-up is. And it is dangerous because demon blood of cannibal god and destruction god. I am just saying. I'm making an informed choice. If that will guarantee the hostages are safe, absolutely. But I don't know what will happen to me, or to you, or to anyone else, or to my people.
See, I hate to say it, but this risk of the cannibal demon taking you over, if you're worried about that happening, if you're in there for a second with them while the hostages are away, what do you think would happen if we end up fighting them?
So,
Probably the same thing.
correct. Which is why I would love to do this with no fighting. But I also don't know what they have planned or what they have. I am just giving you information to make informed decisions. That is all. If it goes one way, I am in there and that is how it goes. But ideally, I hope we can find a better way. And I assume Sylvie did something in character that made them kind of get the vibe of like she's vetoing that. It seems Sylvie disagrees.
I just don't feel as if, with how our last interaction with these guys went, sending you in and letting you sacrifice yourself, I don't foresee it being well.
None of this is well, none of this is good. What happens if Cho turns into a demon god with all of the hostages in there? With us all in there? Well, we'll be in there no matter what, but like we could get her out. The hostages would be... They wouldn't stand a chance. They need to get out of there first and foremost.
I was also affected by that.
What do you mean?
The same thing that that Cho is experiencing, they infected me too.
We both have it.
That's 2 out of the 4 of us that might go a little cuckoo.
Trying to eat anything near us.
Reminder for everyone at the table: the 2 competent, better zombies were the ones that, if they grabbed you on the start of your turn, you would take corruption damage. And if Cho or Sylvie takes any more corruption damage via that manner, they're gonna want to eat people.
If I remember, Cho had 4 of 5 and she had 3 of 5.
No, both had 4 or 5.
Okay.
We were up there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, any combat that is a huge risk.
It is.
We could talk them down. It's clear the wight wants to leave.
Look, we either fight them with you in there alone, or we fight them with all of us and the hostages. I don't think this ends without a fight, and if it does, that's a roll of a dice.
I think that if combat comes to play, if it is clear that that is the only way to get hostages out, yes. But you can be very commanding. She knows how to deal with many people that otherwise wouldn't exist here, and it seems as though this man was here, part of the culture. And she seems to be very famous, very persuasive.
Have you heard of her?
No, but the fact that apparently there is a circus in town.
Okay. This whole circus thing is throwing me off.
Are you good at talking to people?
Mm-hmm.
Are you good at making them do what you'd like?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe plan is try to negotiate for best outcome.
Okay.
If we can, good. If not, I go in.
Okay.
If anything, if we fight alongside Queen,
We could convince her. Once the hostages are out, we can run in. Would she run in, though? Sacrifice her own, or
Is
risk them?
Queen Borgna gonna burn that building down while we're inside? Can I roll for that?
Roll
she
me
gave
intuition.
us she gave me a time limit for when we went inside.
She hates us.
She
hates you.
And you.
She talked to me very civilly, though.
Intuition, you said?
Intuition.
That's a 12.
2-2.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. So she hates Luigi. For certain.
Yes.
Doesn't seem to have any problem with Cho, and actually might, in fact, like Cho. Has a level of respect, but doesn't like Sylvie. But it's kind of like, I don't like Sylvie, but I'm busy. And also, I don't like people all the time, and I don't like murder them about it. It's like, I don't like that.
I also mercied her.
Yeah.
Like, I very, very publicly, embarrassed her in a way in, front of her other comrades.
Yeah, but she's honorable, and she doesn't seem like...
Yes, and, I feel like because I was respectful when I went up, I wasn't demanding.
Yeah.
I think we should be mostly okay.
You can make a friendship out of it eventually, because it was especially the reason when she was angry when she had mugged you guys was the fact that she was like, you guys think you can do whatever you want to goblins, and there's no consequences, and then you were like, I'm not going to kill you afterwards. And it's like, she is in a violent field. This is a violent area. She is used to the killing, but she's like, there's a certain level of treating of goblins where it's like, hey, you've won, you can let them go. And they're like, no, it's goblins, I'll do whatever I want. And she's like, no, you can't. And you were like, I'm defeating you, but I'm respecting your worldview as you are as a person, and she does respect that.
What about me?
You're famous.
You're like a pop icon, dude. I don't know what the frick to do. Shane's like,
Really a
what are you doing here?
I think she's confused that you're rolling with us. But she's like, okay.
And she asked, she was like, what are you
stole
doing?
you.
Like, all right.
Probably thought I got kidnapped by you guys and
Kidnapped in the sense that we're not letting you die.
So if things start going badly when we're talking to them, do we just leave you there and then come back in later after the hostages are gone? Is that... I feel like that should be on the table for if things get really bad.
I won't lie to you and say I don't like the idea, but
I'd
will
taste
do
the
it.
idea. I will tell you I don't like that idea.
What's your better idea? This is, I'm saying last resort.
Last resort, we leave and we let the building blow up.
let the hostages
With the
inside.
hostages inside?
I can't have that happen.
No. We can rescue Cho. We can't... Rescuing all those hostages is going to be a lot harder.
I just don't.
I think we could let him. We could force him to get rid of them and let them go.
I think we are very persuasive if we play to our strengths. But
Because right now, he's just using it as a chip to bargain with. He's got no other leg to stand on. We attacked him. I attacked him. He
Alright.
is damaged.
Well, let's go see what we can do then.
Yeah.
Then we'll replay the scene that we did like
Yeah.
40 minutes ago.
So, out of the whole scene where you guys go up and knock, the scraping of the things, the waiting of the 30 seconds, look down, the camera sees the turtle.
I love the turtle so much.
You guys walk inside, you see
Nice.
zombies lined up on the inside, and then the hostages there, some of them crying. Some of these zombies look familiar or look similar to the hostages, as if some of these have been their turned family members. You see the two pirates who are the more competent of the zombies, with the pirate captain in the middle. He greets you, Cho, Bounty Hunter Sylvie, like Katarina, Circus Fantasia. Fourth person. And over Cho. And take the hostages out.
What's your goal here? What are you trying to get out of this? Barely thought it through.
I've amassed quite a bit of soldiers here. Go ahead and roll me per presence plus... What you got?
Persuade?
Persuade, yeah.
Okay.
could I assist at all? Oh,
What do you say?
I have the perk. I can play some music,
So while
and
this
you'll
is...
get an edge.
does everyone get an edge, or is it for one?
No, it's just one person. Should I wait?
It's just one time a montage test, you can play music and give someone an edge? Not a montage test,
Once during a negotiation, when an ally makes an argument, you can play music to give them an edge.
not making an argument, inquiring
wait.
about...
Wait,
should
so
wait.
this is a montage task?
No.
Not a montage test. A negotiation. I
Now
apologize.
I understand.
Could I assist him?
Yeah, what do you say?
It is clear you want us, but what else would you like out of this?
Okay. Go ahead and roll to assist.
What is
Tier 1 will be a Bane. Tier...
presence
two's presence.
and persuade?
Sure.
Oh, do you have persuade?
Yes.
Oh, I do too.
Hell yeah.
Persuade is a solid skill.
Plus 4. So that's not ideal, but it does get to 12.
12.
Okay.
You will gain an edge on this.
Okay, so that's a
Double
double edge plus 4.
Oh, freak yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
So that's 13. That's a 17 with a double edge, so yeah.
We'll take it.
Very nice. You needed a 17 to learn a motivation.
Sick.
Like the reason, like, so give me what you guys asked again, freshman.
What do you want out of
What do
this
you want
besides
out of
Cho?
this besides Cho?
Acquired quite a few members here of our
little crew. But we're stuck in here now. You know it. I know it. Want to walk out here with these of mine?
They're not yours.
I think you should backspace that.
No, no.
You can't back.
Mine now.
Is that freedom?
Protection.
Protection. Okay.
Captain White wants out of here.
Okay.
But that does not cost you any patience.
Huge.
Does not move interest at all. So that was completely for you. Whatever you guys want to go for next, you guys have figured out one motivation. If you guys want to play into that, you can. Or you guys can try and find another motivation. Or make an argument.
Why are you seeking Cho? Is that everybody okay with that? Like, why is he?
Are you making another like investigate? Because not to kind of negate the system. He gets an edge on it innately
Okay.
if he asks it.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can, if we ask that.
You can ask. You can he can ask, and then you can assist with it in a bit. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Cool.
So if the question is why do you want Cho?
Yeah.
And then-
Basically.
Okay, and then would that count for a?
You could ask why do you want Cho? Yeah. Do you want to roll it? Because you're the one asking.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay.
Is this from is
Go
this a negotiation check?
presence. No, this is not a negotiation. This is
Okay.
figuring out uncovering motivations. Which you already uncovered one of 4.
Yes. So do we want?
So I can use my presence and then I can use a skill.
If it's an applicable skill.
So it's interrogate.
Yeah, but give it to me a little angrier if you would. Give me interrogate.
All right, hold on. So
Give it to me a bit
So
more.
because I get another, so would I get +4?
Yeah, but you
Okay.
got to give it to me angrier.
You stormed through our town and now you want to walk out of here freely? Why do you want Cho?
Go ahead and roll. Presence, intimidate, +4. Oh.
What is that?
I can not read those dice. I think that's a 9 and a 7.
Yeah, so that's a 7. That's a 9.
So that's a 16
Plus 2, 19, 21.
Very nice, very nice. Again, the patience has not gone down at all.
Let's go. Sorry.
Lady Jeddah put us together quick. And you're looking over and he's looking worse than you last saw him
Yeah.
a few hours ago.
He's fucked.
Wasn't trying too hard to get us to better. We weren't long-term soldiers. But I bring back Cho. And I bring back a squad. I'll give it right to the general and he'll fix me up. He'll fill me with faith. And then I'm here. I'm here for Dracula. And maybe she'll see me. And I'll be here. So,
Is that legacy?
not legacy, but close.
Wait, is there a list of NPC
There is.
There are.
positions? Okay. 'cause
Higher authority?
I thought you guys
Power?
were just taking up
Power.
words.
Okay. Me. I did for 10 minutes. I was listening to everybody and then I was scrolling back and I was there it is.
I want you to know that my fucking text to speech was on and it was trying rapidly.
Alright, so
put
we
what
have
was going on.
power so far. We have freedom.
Protection.
Yeah.
Oh, is it freedom?
You have not confirmed freedom yet.
Oh no, it's protection
You can
and
guess
power.
freedom?
Confirm power.
If you want to and appeal to that.
And we can't find out pitfalls unless we actually stumble into them, right?
You can try to do I think I'm gonna allow you if you want to try to uncover motivation, be uncover pitfall as well.
I think
Okay.
that's in the rules.
I think it's I feel like it should be in the rules if it's not.
Yeah, I think it's in there.
It's. I
It
mean,
might just be for a tier 3.
sorry, I'm too far forward. No, I am. Where is it? It's around here. I'm just gonna keep making a note.
Yeah, tier 3, a hero learns one of the NPC's motivations or pitfalls. And the player can choose.
Nice. And you guys went for motivation that time.
Yeah. So we haven't lost any patients. We have 2 confirmed motivations, 1 hypothesized motivation, and no pitfalls. What's the move? Find out more? Make an appeal to something?
Do we think he could be afraid of dying?
I mean, he certainly doesn't want to fall apart, but I feel like...
I got an idea to play off of power.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's the best at talking? You're the best at talking, right?
I'm pretty good at talking.
I have
Oddly enough.
2 presence and persuasion, empathize.
Plus whatever you get from being famous, right?
I also have plus for brag. Interrogate.
You're bad cop, you're good cop. You're finding out what the fuck cop. I'm here as negotiation piece cop.
Yeah, I've got
You're my bargaining chip, right?
Yeah.
brag, empathize, lead, and persuade.
I have brag, interrogate, and intimidate.
Interrogate's already been used this
Intimidate,
turn, though.
lead, and
Oh,
persuade.
so you can only use it once per.
You can only you can use that skill over and over
Oh,
if you
no,
want.
I got it confused with
But like you
motivation.
discovered
sorry.
No, you're
one
okay.
of the one motion's power. If you're like, okay, you want power, and you're like, okay, cool. But afterwards, like, you want power again, and it's like, no, we already talked about this. You're not holding out.
This is
Okay.
fair.
Can I talk
want-
to this dude, try to play off of the power?
I would say if anyone's gonna play off of something, legacy. You're thinking, legacy is a question mark, but I see where you're going. I would say if we're doing any of the motivation things,
Mm-hmm.
they're just better at talking to this guy than you or I.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Why? Because of the renown.
Because of the renown, they're really good at talking. She has a +6, you have a +4.
Luigi's also really good at talking. I just make him not good at
Just an idiot.
So what I mean to say is if you both...
talking. My stats are very good at
So
talking.
what I'm saying is like your stats are really good, but because she's famous, she gets an extra +2 you don't have.
I have great stats. I just make poor choices.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Like if we're playing the dice game,
Mm-hmm.
which we are because I'm holding dice, we're all holding dice. She's better at good cop.
Okay.
That's
We
all.
are playing the dice game, but at the same time, like, stay to your character. If your character would ask that, and it's like your idea as well. Like, you can give it to someone else if you want to, but don't also like. It's one thing if it's like, hey, I've got this idea. I think your character will want to try this idea. The other thing of like, that's a good idea. I'm better at it. I take it. It's like, no, can be given, not taken.
This is true.
Okay.
Kind of sounds like he feels like he has something to prove.
If he wants
wanna
to be
intimidate.
with Dracula.
You
I
intimidate
will
him.
always intimidate him.
What do you want to intimidate him over?
Ooh, we have him surrounded. What can we not intimidate him over?
He could just kill the hostages. If we
Yeah,
intimidate
but,
him,
like-
he can just kill the. Because remember, intimidation of like, we can kill you is a mechanic, and it might up his interest, but it will definitely get rid of his patience. Whereas if we appeal to a motivation, we can maybe up the interest and keep the patience.
Because it appears that he's like
I have concepts of a plan here, guys.
Okay, so what are
Like,
the concepts of the plan?
percentage wise. What is it, like 12%?
What do we have? What's your plan? Above table, what's the idea you have?
The idea is that he cannot have power if he continues to fight us here. The only way he can get the power he's looking for is to give up his newly turned soldiers and leave to live another day and
The
maybe...
problem is that he's not going to. Like, the queen is going to blow him up. Like, she will not let him leave.
We could appeal to the fact of like, hey, you said it yourself, you just made these people. They're clearly fresh. They're clearly not the strongest. Think of what you could do out there beyond the walls, where soldiers are, where orcs live.
There's a visible difference between like the undead that he's raised and the undead that have been raised by Lady Jeddah.
Like, think of being able to get out of here and practice that.
That doesn't seem very true to my character.
Well, that's why I'm saying it to the table.
Yeah, maybe one of you guys could say that. Luigi would never.
For what again?
Just throwing out ideas of what we could do to play to one of the motivations we have.
I mean, also, like, it kind of sounds like he has felt very, like, minimized by Lady Jetta. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you're not important, and he's trying
So
to
this is
take
his way
that.
to show that
He's trying to like stick it to her in a way, and I think that's like obviously like appealing to the power, but it's also like, you know, you're not getting out of here alive.
You're pulling for a piece you know someone else wants, but what are you looking for here?
This is why I think
Yes.
he wants to have some kind of legacy of his own.
Is it legacy or survival? Because he said that if he goes back with Cho, the general will, quote, fill them with faith, and he'll become Dracula's. Which means he probably gets to keep existing for a while.
Which I think leads up to the power thing and like wanting to be,
Powerful enough to survive?
yeah, and like I don't know.
It's a good angle to play.
We gotta figure something out here, or we'll be here all night.
Well, that's why we're...
Or could it be higher authority? An NPC with the higher authority motivation remains staunchly loyal to a person or force they perceive as more important than themselves.
Well, here's the thing. He didn't say...
Dracula.
You guys can guess at motivation as much as you want. That's totally fine. You
It's
have
the
uncovered
pitfalls,
2
right?
of them, and you uncovered no pitfalls so far.
Do we
If you guys want to,
roll-
It was power and protection that we uncovered.
Yep.
Yes.
yeah,
Do
power
we-
and protection.
Do we want to try to find a pitfall? Do we want to try to find more motivations?
Protection that he wants out of here, and he wants out of here safely.
Because in a sense, I almost feel like there's like the sense of like vengeance of like sticking it back to her of like, no, like I deserve to be alive. Like I am a strong candidate to be with Dracula.
Do we want to find that out, or do we want to play it without even...
It's up to everybody.
I can probably do some empathy, empathize with the fact that,
I'm a good liar. And I can interrogate and intimidate.
But, so, first question,
Ow.
do we want to find out more, or do we want to push with what we have? Because we can always get more later, but...
I say we push a little with what we have now.
Okay. Then, what idea so far do people want to push toward? Because it sounds like people are really liking the idea of playing with power motivation.
Yeah, I think that right now is the easiest one for us to pull in.
Do we
and
want
it's
to...
the strongest one we have.
Do we want to pull on it bad cop or good cop?
It's also a like you were like, I'll give you this power. How are you going to give this guy power?
So it has to be like...
By letting him live. If he dies here, then he cannot have power.
That's protection.
Power...
Another one of his motivations.
You can do that, but it's not power. That's what I'm saying.
So hear me out here, right? Cho has divine power.
Mm-hmm.
He wants power. We can say, if you let the hostages go, do they want body parts? Do they want blood? How do the undead
They want
work?
your tooth.
Do they want my tooth?
My teeth. My teethies. We'll give you a vial of blood.
We'll give you a holy finger, a holy arm. I don't know. What, like, just something.
You yelled at me the last time I tried to bargain your body parts.
We don't have to follow through on this one.
arguing.
Oh, what do you?
I didn't want to fall through the last one either.
Luigi steps forward, and what does Luigi say?
Luigi says, "Look, you can't even go back to your army. You get filled with faith if you try to leave here with those newly turned people. If you want that, the only way you're getting it is letting them go and leaving here alive."
Would you guarantee that we could leave here?
I guarantee you'll leave my sight. After that, you're on your own.
Go ahead. You're not really helping him with protection. You're like, get out of here. That's not saying you're going to protect him. It's just like, leave.
I'm saying I won't kill you.
Go ahead and roll. I'm going to say you're not using a motivation because you're specifically not saying that you're going to like help them survive. You're not appealing to protection.
That is protection.
Could
I'm saying
I-
I won't kill you.
Could I?
No, that's like being like, I saved 30 people today by not murdering them. It's like, you didn't save people, you just didn't kill anyone. Go ahead and roll.
Could I assist the test?
I think at this point,
Alright, do I get intimidate on this?
Hatred.
You can
malice
intimidate.
Even.
Okay, so persuade and intimidate.
I
not presence
Oh,
of
no,
intimidate.
yeah, presence and intimidate.
Oh, Jesse.
Alright.
This is not gonna
You
end
frustrate me.
well. This is not going to end well.
That's something that I'm gonna use the inspo on. Wait. Wait, that's a tier. What do I get for a tier 2 in negotiation?
Without it, patience decreases by 1.
And we don't get any progress.
No progress.
But
For
if
tier
we...
2?
No, that is tier 2. Oh, tier 1?
No, I got a tier 2, and
Yes.
I'm trying to decide if I want to insert.
Patience decreases by 1.
What about tier 1 result on something like this?
Patience and interest decreases by 1.
Oh boy.
That's why we were trying to play the motivation.
Yeah, let's inspo it.
Go for it. Reroll. Better.
17. Sick.
17.
Holy fuck. It
Oh my
actually...
God.
Dude, the inspo worked. The
It
inspo
did.
worked. Oh, shit.
Everybody take a shot.
NPC interest increases by 1.
Oh, thank God.
Dude.
What does?
Okay.
Interest.
That means that he's now neutral. He's not gonna...
And patience decreases by 1.
Why?
That's what tier 3 is.
Because that's why we need the motivation, because we played
That
motivation,
motivation's-
interest goes up, and patience remains 0, so now we only have 1 interaction left. If we don't...
You guys could, if you don't ever touch patience again, you could just keep going.
But that is a tier 3 result most of the time. Or tier 2 in the case of trying to find...
Yeah, no,
ranks.
you gotta use, the only way to move the bar forward without touching patience is getting tier 3 on appealing to motivation. So you, like, say, like, I won't kill you, it's like, maybe. Maybe we'll take that opportunity. We understand the goblins are out more in the front. We can go out the back. And, like, that's not him being like, okay. But it's like, that is a bit of like, okay, maybe I can give up the hostages and we'll go out the back and we'll avoid the goblins. And then you've got this wight going around doing whatever.
Okay, we gotta appeal to motivations now. There is no ifs, ands, or buts.
What else do you want out of this?
Need some sort of totem from Joe here.
Totem?
Some sort of something that's yours.
An item, a body, what the...
Willing to exchange it. Tell you what,
Call up a fur work?
go first, fine.
You want like her tooth or something?
I'll take a tooth. Yeah, that'd be great.
Can you not upscale my fucking body to
That is my
I'm just-
thing.
I'm just wondering.
You weren't
have
even
her-
there.
You have cool teeth.
Tell you what. Give me a few locks of your hair. Do you have like hair at all, or is it just fur?
So, like, hyenas... Well, Noel's usually depicted as having, like, the
Yeah.
usual, like, mohawk of a hyena.
Sure, you have a mohawk now.
Yay! You would win a
kinda like
mullet
that.
competition.
It's like, I think it's like, she would braid it, like, kind of like a horse's hair, but...
Cool. Cut off a bit of that. And a gesture of you're not gonna try and kill us. You give me your sword, I'll break mine.
That is what he's... So, Sealy, that is what he's been using to make other undead, right? Okay. Your sword isn't special, right?
I don't.
Got it from the kobolds.
You got it from the kobolds. This is literally a sewer sword.
It is a short sword. Like,
Okay. So, question...
but this doesn't mean if you guys go into combat, you're not gonna get part of your kit.
I can hand you my weapon, if we got to that.
I was gonna say either your weapon or you have 2 weapons.
So, quick question above the board. What would... I imagine it would be a magic roll, but what would giving up locks of her hair actually do in the long term? Like, could someone make, like, a magic item to, like, get fucked Cho? Could someone, like...
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like, imagine Lady Jetta seems to have sort of magic to be able to create a wight very quickly
Oh, yeah.
and create zombies decently quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to be like, oh, okay, here's part of my body.
Yep. Yeah.
And they brought Unga back decently quickly and sent Unga at you.
Yep. So...
Do you want them to have a lock
No.
of yourself?
But I was mostly trying to figure out what the
But break the sword.
vibe was. But the sword would be broken. Hey, maybe don't charge into the motivation.
Okay, so here's my thing. What did he say? I give him my sword and he breaks his?
The current deal is leaves at the back, no hostages, lock of hair, breaks his sword, he gets your sword.
And with my sword he can't turn undead?
Maybe. You don't think that this captain had the ability to turn undead before he got turned undead himself? That doesn't seem like... That seems a weird thing if he had.
I feel like I should inquire about why do you want to stick it to Jetta?
What would that be? What would you be playing to? Power?
Can I roll magic?
I think so.
On if he can turn people undead with my sword?
Yeah, go for it. And reason.
Magic and reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could use intimidate
That is,
plus interrogate.
I think you could do it.
13.
13?
You might want to use the
harmonizer.
because we're on 1 patience, and if we get to tier 4, that's pretty fucking good.
Well, because I was gonna say either way, I can try to empathize.
Success with consequence.
If
What are
you,
the
since
consequences
you
we
two are
could
the
have?
really talky ones, if you two want to pick who does it, wait, you can only give your thing if you're not doing it, right? So then we can buff her up really high. Because if
So,
we lose
I can't
patience-
think. You got success with consequence on figuring out the sword works. So you are going to get the answer for whether or not you can turn with your sword. Can you think of a good consequence for this? If you cannot, then I will just get 2 malice at the start of next combat. Malice is not worth as much as your guys' points, though. Keep in mind.
Maybe if I give him the sword, it stays sanctified until the next rest.
Ooh,
So if
that
it's-
is actually the fact that it is a sanctified weapon. That is a consequence.
Good thinking.
Yeah, and he'll have a sanctified weapon. Okay, yeah, that's a
Good
consequence.
thinking, man.
I will give you with that and respect for that. If he breaks his sword, he can then use your sword to make other undead. He hasn't been making more though. There are other hostages here, and he could be like, all right, I have like this number of people. He eventually stopped making, so there's a limit to how much he can make.
Okay.
But
He also seems worse than he was.
Oh, he's been rotting.
if this sword, you think that like, if he's been using this sword to age them, if he snaps the sword, breaks it, their years come back.
Okay.
a bonus.
Or we could just snap the sword ourselves.
If we
You
kill.
could just kill him and snap the sword.
Wait, so I kind of like this deal where it is.
We can get it better.
Buff
+6 +8.
but here's the thing. I think that this
You guys-
situation.
Leaving the deal as it is possible. There's no point that's like you have to go to 0 patience. You can keep it at 1. You can keep it at patience of 4 or whatever. You can be like, this is great. We're good. Send the deal.
If it's 0, do we draw steel?
Patience of 0.
Yeah.
Patience of 0 is this is the last offer. I'm not shifting.
Okay.
So we have another chance.
We might as well take it to 0.
But if you guys can roll, and then interest can go down, and as such, the deal gets worse.
Okay, so as I understand it, the deal currently is I give him my sword, he breaks his sword, they get unmelfified,
And he gets
Lock of hair.
gets a lock of hair from Cho, and all the hostages get let go.
Yeah.
and they go
and
out
he
the
leaves
back.
out the back.
And for getting the hostages out, but you will get a victory point, but you will not get one. I'll give you another one for fulfilling the montage test.
And then, so we don't have a bunch of little undead Chos running around.
Yep.
My kit uses a medium weapon. Do you have a medium weapon?
I don't think that you
So
carry.
technically, I don't have a weapon at all, but in character-wise, I still have a sickle from the D&D days.
That is a light weapon.
Okay.
I
That is
also
not
only have a
satisfying.
light
This-
weapon.
Okay. So Jess, do you have a spare medium weapon to give me?
She's been rocking daggers.
Thought there was a short sword.
It was, but I don't think she's using it a bit. And yeah, I think you've just been like, daggers are great. You got a cloak
Yeah,
and
the
dagger kit.
daggers I think have been giving me like triple the
Okay.
damage, so that's what I've been doing.
So I can't utilize my kit with anything else, but I can still fight.
You can still fight. You just don't get your kit bonus, and you don't get your sanctified weapon bonus.
Right.
So you would just be like throwing haymakers, which is still
Well-
kind of cool. Like,
Yeah, I guess. Purifying fire with my fist. But, like, we can run up on him afterwards. Like, just because we said we're gonna
Oh, yeah.
let him leave my sight, we can still run up on him.
Also,
Yeah.
fun little thing that I'm just reading. I know this isn't a test. I can bond with NPCs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You're very friendly.
So I kind of like this deal where it is, on the caveat that we're totally fucking with him and we'll kill him.
I
What do you mean
think
+8?
so. You have what are your bases again?
So I'd have +2,
Okay.
plus another 2, and then if it's presence, 1.
And then if I harmonize, that's another edge. So that's another +2.
So I was off by 1. So 7.
No, because the thing that you get the additional +2 from is an edge, right?
Yep.
From this?
Yep.
Yeah. So
it'd be
it'd be
double edge.
+3 with a double edge,
Okay.
which is a tier up, which is generally, it's always better than +2.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, what can we...
Or +4.
We can appeal to motivation, which
Yeah, but
you what? What's up?
how can it get better than what it is? Because I feel like this is a workable thing.
He doesn't get a totem from Cho.
Yeah, but we'll kill him anyway, so it doesn't really matter what he has.
He cleanses us of the debuffs, and he still gets the 2 things.
Okay.
So that way we're going into combat fresh. He cleanses us of it. He snaps his sword, so we're cleansed of that. He gets your sword, but we're not rolling with, we might go feral at some point.
Okay. So you want to try to negotiate for the cleansing of the debuff?
We could. I think.
Honestly, that sounds pretty solid.
Yeah.
Do you want to say that?
I would like Jess to say it, because I feel like that is appealing to motivation and making the roll.
So what am I exactly saying?
A debuff of the corruption.
So
You know, you've got that corruption damage. If you take any more, you're gonna start eating Bill.
Yeah.
You want what she was saying is that she wants you to be like, hey, could you get rid of this disease?
and then we'll let you go, because then we won't be carrying this disease.
And what do you give him in return?
He gets to leave.
So you can do protection again, which means that
He can prove he can give it out and take it away, which for
No.
a
That
wight
seems
put
pretty
together
powerful.
pretty quickly, that seems pretty impressive.
You can try that.
I offer that argument to you. Would that be appealing to power? Oops.
I think it could be cool above table that we are like having like, okay, like sure, like that's pretty swell deal, but you corrupted us, take it back.
Mm-hmm.
But also, what if he can't?
Then he can give something in turn. He can give something else.
What else do we want?
I mean, he came up with I'll stab my sword in exchange for something, so he might have something like, well, I can't quite swing that, but
I'm curious as to like what else I could play into or how I can word this.
What if we play into the protection aspect of he wants his new soldiers to be able to leave here safely?
we already used. Did we use protection?
We
did
negotiated
not.
the soldiers out
You
of it.
did
They
not
were
use
Okay, so we still have protection.
yet. You guys have yet to use any of the motivations.
Okay, so what's your idea for protection? Nice.
About, if you want to be able to leave with all of your soldiers,
Which we already said is off the table. That's already gone in the negotiation.
We can make
No,
concessions.
that was part of it. He already said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
That being said, if interest goes down, he's gonna be like, nope, not. I'm keeping these people.
Which is the
We could say we'll escort him and his people out, so that way no one will randomly attack them in the street.
Yeah.
Would that appeal to protection?
Personal escort.
Yeah. Would that appeal to protection?
Sounds protected to me.
We could do that.
And
Doesn't
then-
mean we have to do it, but it'll get the.
And since
Luigi also specifically said he would not do that.
Yeah.
Well, then Luigi doesn't have to be escorting him.
But what if Katarina says she would help
So
play up and empathize with them?
yeah, you can.
That they don't want to die
Yeah.
by burning in this building.
Intimidate.
So if you
Hard to
want
stab
if
you
you want to
once.
appeal to protection via intimidation using that
Yeah.
kind of idea, Absolutely. Or if you have a better idea of how to appeal
I
to
empathize.
protection. Yeah. Yeah, so like...
You know, understanding that, you know, you don't want to die in this building.
So like that's the vehicle
By
to
burning.
the destination of appealing to protection. Or power.
Which I think would go more towards protection because
Did we
he wants to be able to
uncover,
leave
like,
here
any motivation
and not
with the totem?
die.
No.
Okay.
It's probably power.
I'm really leaning towards like gaining authority and vengeance because he feels jaded by Jeddah.
I was gonna say he's kind of the where he wants to surpass Lady Jeddah.
So we can play to that, but we have two things, really good things that we haven't used yet, and we would be gambling.
I know.
And we already kind of spent a chip
Yeah.
gambling.
Yeah.
Which was worth it.
We lost patience,
It got us a tier 3.
We could have kept it and gotten T3.
but it's fine. I agree that I really think he's playing off of vengeance, or some kind of wanting to be more powerful than Lady Jeddah.
I'm not disagreeing, but I would push that we use the two cards we have right
Power
now.
was already
Yeah.
named motivation, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Power and protection.
So I'm saying, so the idea I have and I'm offering is that we can say we'll escort him out of the city if he drops the totem clause.
But
And
right
maybe-
now, I mean, the totem doesn't matter because we're gonna kill him. Curing you of
I think
your-
that's more important.
That's yes. That so sorry. The totem thing was a backup if you couldn't cure us. That was it. Is that do you want to do that because you can give her the +2, and I don't think you can give yourself the +2 if you play music. If I'm wrong.
It says, once during a negotiation, when an ally makes an argument, you can play music to give them an edge on their test.
So I vote that you do it to her because then she'll have double edge. So I vote you make the argument for either protection or power, and get rid of the debuff. Thoughts?
Sorry, I was dissociating.
That's fair. TLDR,
Wow.
she makes an argument appealing to power protection, and she buffs her.
Okay.
And in the process, we negotiate for adding on, taking off the debuff, or debuffing their corruption damage.
Right. Okay.
So you were asking for take off the corruption damage,
And
That's
we will
done.
get you out of the city.
and in return get you out of the city, and you're gonna do a little songy dance.
Yep.
And then you're the one saying it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So would that be intimidate?
Well, how do you want to say it?
I don't know.
Well, what do you want to use? We can.
I mean, regardless, even if I use empathize, I still get +6.
Presence, I assume.
You use presence, yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting that in order to like motivate someone, like use a motivation roll, you can use presence, intuition, or reason.
So whatever those are higher for you, you could try.
And you have to be like reason. You have to like you would have to reason with them, you know, and you have to like intuit with it, and like yeah.
So what's
So if
the-
I were to use intuition,
Mm-hmm.
Do you have +2 in any of those?
intuition is 2.
How would intuition work in a social encounter? Out of
I
curiosity.
don't know.
That's why
Unfortunately,
Okay. This is like a.
I'm gonna be real with you. I read the rules. I was like, these are cool, but I didn't find the nitty gritties. Everything.
What does intuition cover again? Like just your innate.
I just
like,
really don't know how to work
Wisdom.
this.
Okay.
We can have like a writing.
You can do
room real
presence
quick.
instead if you wanted. If that feels like it's easier for you to do. You don't have to like chase all the +1s.
My intuition is higher.
Okay. How
So maybe you're going off of vibes pretty heavily and like guessing like vengeance and shit. It could be like intuition. You're getting the sense that like it feels like you
He
could
feels like
actually
he's
follow.
desperate.
It feels like you're desperate. It feels like you could actually do this. I think you could. Ergo, I'm going to push with that idea.
Sounds pretty
Would that-
intuitive to me.
Would that work for intuition?
Sure. But she has to do it.
Yep.
You
Okay.
can't control her character.
No, yeah, I'm throwing ideas.
Okay,
Yeah.
so still above table. So what I'm gathering is that I basically being like, sounds like you're pretty desperate to get out of here, bud. I've already stabbed you once. Why don't you take this corruption from us and we'll
We'll
get you
get you
out of here.
the city.
We'll escort you out, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So you're gonna get a double edge.
Okay, so before we even roll, what are you giving me?
I'm giving you +2.
Okay, so then 2.
So I'm sorry. What did you say again? I thought you were talking not above table yet. Or have you talked to the wight in game yet, or have you just
No,
okay,
I'm
cool,
getting
cool.
the number that I have to add to my roll first.
Okay.
So you said how many?
+2.
Plus
But
2.
it's an edge.
I'm giving you an edge.
So it'd be +4.
So if you're getting an edge, what? Let's do your numbers wrong. What do you have?
So if I'm using intuition plus intimidate, so that'd be 4.
Plus your renown.
Plus, well, yeah, that would be the. Yep.
So that's +6.
Wasn't one of them an edge?
And then if you're doing a Lasagna
Wait.
dance, it's +4 and you go up a tier.
What?
+4.
Wait, so that's
No,
plus
so I was
10 and a double.
no,
Yeah.
so I counted this and then I counted intuition. So that's 4 now.
Intuition is 2,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna use interrogate, which is 2.
No, so I'm using lie.
Oh, you're lying. Okay, that's 2.
And then my renown, which would be the interrogate, would be the +2.
You have to use interrogate if you're going to get the bonus
That
from
makes
interrogate.
okay, so that makes
Yeah.
more sense. So then I would be doing interrogate.
Okay, cool.
Or honestly brag because I'm like, I've already stabbed you.
Depending on how you word the argument, sure.
Okay. So then +4.
And then, so it'd be 2 from intuition, 2 from interrogate, edge from being infamous, but
And then you get another edge.
so it'd be +4, and then you go up a tier. +4.
10 plus
Nope.
4.
+4 and up.
And
here.
then up a tier.
But what if I roll a tier 3?
Then you're real cool.
I am
Then
real.
what the frick did you need the other bonuses for?
I just needed to know my
Wait,
math.
so what are the numbers?
4 plus
4.
a double edge.
Actually, pro tip: if you just only roll tier 3s, you just only roll 20s naturally the entire time. That's actually the best strategy. To never roll another number except for 20.
So
Jesse's trying to figure that out right now.
How do I do this?
So I'm just standing behind, just kind of like playing some music.
On what instrument?
No, that's a good question. That's a good question. What instrument are you
Like a
playing?
flute,
Caught me off
like,
guard. What is your proficiency?
What instrument do you play?
do you juggle?
well, yeah, we've established
playing
that I
the
juggle.
flute? And
Juggling's not an instrument.
What if you're juggling?
Is mayonnaise
what if
an
you're
instrument?
juggling
No.
bells?
Yes.
You're juggling bells. And they go. ding, 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 ding,
I'm playing one of these. I'm playing a lute.
Okay.
ding.
You
That
pull out a
seems pretty
whole
like-
loop.
Of which none of us noticed before that you were carrying.
I mean, Luigi not noticing something is just how Luigi operates.
That's how Luigi
I don't know how he
is
gets
in
through the
general.
day.
Pure faith in Samson.
That's true.
And then Luigi being like, I think I would have noticed the specific contents of this barrel, and I'm like, no. No, you would not. Okay. So you play
I play lute.
play a lute. What do
Adding
you
some
say?
ambiance.
And you gotta use one of the. You got it.
Add that in there too.
That's the argument right there.
That deal is. It's interesting. I have already stabbed you once. You're not looking awesome. Take away our corruption or whatever you did to us, and we will escort you out of the city.
The second threat of my life. The problem with that, I don't know how to take away whatever happened to you.
So you're just walking around doing things and not knowing what happens from it.
Oh no, I know what happens from it. I just can't take it away.
Mm.
You unstab someone?
This is why Lady Jeddah didn't think you should live.
Oh no!
Say that.
Oh boy!
Don't say that.
Oh boy, we're going into combat.
Don't say
That's
that.
not good.
Please don't say that.
Call me a coward?
Please don't.
I'm not calling you a
And
coward.
then Katarina behind there just like,
As hard as you can.
I'm just saying, with the way that you're going, you will never be able to show up Lady Jetta. Take our deal. And get escorted out of the city. And give up.
Pitfall. Pride.
You.
White captain hates being referred to as a lesser creature.
oh boy.
We're done. The negotiation's over.
Sorry, guys.
We should have just taken the deal.
The deal is still there.
Deal's changed.
Boy.
What a fucking loser.
Why did you have to say
He's
it?
a loser.
You didn't
Okay,
have to
so
say
what's the
it.
new deal?
I didn't say it like that.
You did though. I feel like in anger,
You
Katarina's
did.
gonna smack the loot off.
You did though.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Hey man, we roll the dice, we make choices, it happens, we live with it. It goes
Even with my tier 3 roll.
back to.
You didn't even get to
Pitfall
roll
doesn't matter
there.
what you roll.
Cop.
You.
You had it.
Go ahead and turn over Cho, and you can take the hostages. We're back to tier 2. We're tier 2 thing.
Fine, let the hostages go first.
No.
Are we gonna have a problem here?
You're rather outnumbered, and you see, like, there are more zombies come in. There is over 20 other of these zombies that he's raised. You are out the hell numbered.
Oh, would you look at the time?
Question.
What do you do?
Question.
Yeah?
What are the odds that we just like dip out of here and the queen just sets the building on fire?
The hostages.
At this point.
Yeah, you could, do you guys want to do that?
Joe wouldn't. I'm so sorry, but she wouldn't.
So what are you gonna do?
We're
Shall we
fucked
draw
either
steel?
way. No, we're gonna die.
This guy's like challenging you, bro. You
Shall we draw steel?
You gonna
We're
take
gonna
that?
die.
Luigi gonna take that?
Weren't you just advocating for Joe to be left here?
I was, but then Amoroso was like, fuck you, you stupid insect.
He looks like an incel.
Dog. Oh no.
We
You're being challenged over there, Paladin of Samson.
Question.
Okay,
I have
this is, not only is this a character thing for
it
Luigi,
possible for you to fall
I
out of the
hate this
building?
guy.
Yeah?
What if there's a chimney?
All of them will actually
I'm just
jump me if I attack him right now.
Is
Sounds
there
like
a
you're not
chimney
built
in this
differently.
building?
How exactly?
Chimney?
Is there a chimney in this building?
Not that you can see.
Can Cho fly out of it?
Not that you can see it. And Cho's really big. What the frick?
So time out. How is he proposing that this hostage exchange works? He says that the hostages can't go first. How is this going to work that way it ends
stay.
equally?
You say.
Okay.
You three walk out. But Cho comes over here first.
And when do the hostages move?
Hostages will walk out with the three of you.
So we move at the same time.
You come over here first, you stand by me, then hostages go out.
You realize if we move at the same time, I will move slowly. I will move over to you the whole time. They can move around me. That way I am over by you and we...
No, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Sun's coming up. You're coming over here now.
What happens if the sun gets up?
Keeping eyes with you. What do you do? What does Cho do?
Oh, fuck you. This is a
Does
group
Cho
decision.
walk towards it? Does Cho walk towards this guy? Yes or no?
Probably should.
I'll kill you. Don't you
Does
start.
Cho walk towards this guy? Yes or no?
She starts walking.
Cho's walking. Okay. The front line of the undead part a little bit. You see the two greater zombies pull the hostages aside so that you can stand next to the white, saber drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
She's waiting for the hostages
go
to
past the
walk.
hostages?
She has to. So...
Moves his head. The hostages get up. Go ahead. Leave with the three of you. These families crying. Some of these undead were their family members just moments ago, but they've been ripped from them.
The hostages start going out. Do the three of you also leave?
Are all the hostages still there?
They're starting to leave. Do you wait until they're all gone?
I'm waiting until they're all gone.
Wait until they're all gone?
I'm waiting till they're all gone.
Wait until they're all gone?
Mhm.
Go on. Get out of here.
Now can we draw steel, guys?
Are all the hostages out?
All the hostages are out.
Hell yeah.
You're still in.
I am. Are they outside?
No, they're staying inside.
We've ushered.
They're being told to stay to leave though.
Luigi is gonna draw his sword and say you should have left when you had the
Wait,
chance.
hang on.
And
Back-
we're gonna draw steel next session, the very beginning of next session, guys!
So all-
Let's go!
Hang on. All the hostages are out.
All hostages are
They're
out.
safe.
All hostages are
All
out.
hostages are out.
We
You're
have a
safe.
victory.
Fuck this guy.
You have a victory.
So
You
we
guys
have
get the
3
victory.
victories.
Let's go.
You have three victories, and I'm gonna start with 3 malice. Why am I writing it down again? I'm just gonna erase it immediately afterwards. The session's ending. But with that, you guys have 3
Yay.
victories. You're well on your way to becoming level 2, and then you guys can go ahead and try and kill this wight. We'll be back again next week, same time. Sounds good?
Sounds good. That was a fun session.
Yeah.
I'm just finishing up.
Bye bye.
That was stressful.
Yeah.